This is Emily at Ionic Health. This video is going to discuss emotional eating. We don't always eat because we are hungry. We also turn to food for comfort, stress relief, or as a reward. This is termed emotional eating, where you eat to make yourself feel better, rather than because you are hungry and need the food. Unfortunately, emotional eating doesn't work for us. While it may make you feel better because the food tastes good, it usually makes you feel worse in the long run. Afterwards, not only does the original emotional issue remain, but you also feel guilty for overeating or for eating the wrong foods. Here are some questions to ask yourself to determine whether you are an emotional eater. Do you eat more when you feel stressed? Do you eat when you are not hungry? Do you eat to feel better? Do you use food as a reward? Do you regularly eat until you feel stuffed? Does food make you feel safe? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then the chances are that yes, you are an emotional eater. Let's take a look now at what the difference is between emotional hunger and physical hunger. Emotional hunger comes on suddenly. It hits you in an instant and feels overwhelming and urgent. Physical hunger, on the other hand, comes on more gradually. Emotional hunger craves specific comfort foods. When you're physically hungry, almost anything sounds good, including healthy foods. But emotional hunger craves fatty foods and sugary foods that provide an instant rush. Emotional hunger often leads to mindless eating. Before you know it, you've eaten a whole bag of chips or an entire family block of chocolate without realising it. Emotional hunger isn't located in the stomach. Rather than a growling belly or a pain in your stomach, you feel your hunger as a craving that you can't get out of your head. You're focused on specific textures, tastes, and smells. Emotional hunger often leads to regret, guilt, or shame. When you eat to satisfy physical hunger, you're unlikely to feel guilty or ashamed because you're simply giving your body what it needs. If you feel guilty after you eat, it's likely that you feel this way because you know deep down that you're not eating for nutritional reasons. The first step is to identify the triggers for emotional eating. What situations, places, people, or feelings make you reach for the comfort of food. You can do this by using an emotional eating diary. Every time you overeat or feel compelled to chow down on your comfort foods, take a moment to figure out what triggers this urge. Over time, you'll see a pattern. Perhaps you stress eat when you are on a deadline or when you need to attend family functions. If you think you may emotionally eat, the team at Ionic Health will provide you with an emotional eating diary and assist you with recognising the patterns and developing strategies to overcome these emotional eating behaviours. You then need to put strategies into place. You need to find other ways to overcome your emotions. You need to lean on alternative activities other than eating. For example, call someone who makes you feel better, play with your pets, perhaps you have a cat or a dog, listen to a favourite song, go for a brisk walk, have a nice relaxing hot cup of tea, take a nice long bath. You could even put some hot water in a container and simply lay back and soak your feet in it. You could read a good book or watch a comedy show and have a laugh. When you are strong, fit, well rested and relaxed, you are more resilient to what life throws at you. But when you are exhausted and overwhelmed, it is so much harder to cope. I suggest that you try these 3 strategies and make them a daily habit. Make daily exercise a priority, a non-negotiable. You need to do at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. You need to make time for relaxation. Give yourself 30 minutes per day to relax and unwind. Take the time to have a break from your responsibilities and recharge the batteries. Perhaps lay down in a quiet, dark room for 30 minutes. listen to some music, enjoy a nice bath, or sit quietly with a cup of tea. It's also important that you get a good night's sleep every night so that you begin the day feeling rested and ready to go. Thanks for listening.